you, shorty, you my mate. Never do a thing to hurt you, get that through your head. I've been hustling every day, I've been going in. Run up a bag, I let you count it when I make it.
Our channel, I am Kiara, and I am here alone today to do my pregnancy Q&A. Someone requested me to do it, and then I did a poll on Instagram, and I surprisingly got a lot of votes. So I said, why not? So that's what we're doing today, and yeah, let's get started. Yeah, I got a lot of questions that I wasn't expecting to get, but I love talking about my pregnancy, so I didn't mind. So the first question is, what were your worst and best pregnancy symptoms? Surprisingly, I didn't really have any pregnancy symptoms. I didn't really have any symptoms at all. I didn't have morning sickness. I never threw up. I was never nauseous. I did get nauseous here and there, but like the smell of food or anything, like it didn't make me want to gag or throw up, well, except for one thing, which was onions. But I was still able to eat them. So besides that, I didn't have really any pregnancy symptoms. And then the second question is, what was yours and Davin's initial reaction to finding out about your pregnancy? Shocked, scared, excited. I was shocked. I really was, because my pregnancy wasn't planned. So I was really shocked. I feel like I was kind of nervous because, I mean, I have a lot of brothers and sisters that, you know, like I helped raise, but now me being a mom and like having my own baby, I feel like there's nothing like, no matter how many of your siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews that you help raise or that you raise, there's nothing like your own child. So I was definitely nervous, but I was happy nonetheless. I was just really shocked, yeah. I would say I was really shocked. And then him, the way that I told him was, I woke up and I was really scared to tell him because I didn't know what his reaction was going to be. So I was really nervous and scared to tell him, but I woke up, I cooked him breakfast, and then I told him, I was like, I have a surprise for you, and close your eyes. I literally told him like I bought the test the night before, and then the next morning, I hid it in my purse, so he wouldn't find it. I hid the box on my purse, everything, because he's never going to go through my purse, like, unless I tell him to, or I tell him give me something from it. So I hid everything in my purse, and the next morning I woke up, I cooked him breakfast, and then I told him, I was like, I have a surprise for you, I have something to give you, close your eyes. And then he just kept smiling, and he was like, what? Like, what is it? And I was so scared. I wanted to get my phone and record, but I don't know, I don't think I was like thinking. I was just really nervous and scared, so like I wasn't thinking. So I had it in my hand, and then I opened his hand and I gave it to him, and then I was just like, okay, open your eyes. And then he looked at it, and then he just smiled, and then he was just quiet for so long, and then it's like he finally came back, and then he was just like what are you serious? Like the whole time he was just smiling, really happy. He was just like, are you playing with me? Is this a prank? Is this a joke? What? And I don't know, I would say, yeah, he was excited. I mean, he was really happy. I was happy. We were just very, very, very shocked, but besides that, he wasn't mad, I wasn't mad. It was just like, hey, happened, it is what it is now. So yeah. And then the third question is, was your pregnancy planned or a surprise? My pregnancy was very much not planned. We've actually talked about it, and we said we didn't want to have babies until we were like 21, 22, when we were like really like settled in a house. I mean, we're in our own house, but we wanted to be like in the actual house. We didn't plan it, just popped up on us like, there y'all go. We was like, hey, well, here's what it is. Hey, how did your families react to the news of your pregnancy? I kept my pregnancy hidden for like, I kept my pregnancy hidden until I was like 5 months. Actually, I told my mom because like something came up and like she had to end up knowing. So I told my mom, and my mom was very, 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 very supportive, surprisingly, because I was only 17 when I got pregnant. I mean, I'm 18 now, but I was only 17 when I got pregnant, and I thought she was gonna like be mad, but I was already out of her house. I was already moved out. I was working 2 jobs. I was very independent. I never asked my mom for anything, so that's part of the reason why I think she was so supportive, because she knew how like mature I was and I wouldn't like be dependent on her for anything. So she was very supportive. She just told me like, you know, no matter what, whatever decision, you know, you guys decide to make or you decide to make, I'm here for you and I support you 100%. And then she gave me a whole bunch of advice, and she told me like, just think about it, you know, think about what you're doing. You know, it's not easy, and it's definitely not. It's not easy, but we knew what we were getting ourselves into, or we knew the consequences to what we were doing. So, I mean, hey. So my mom was very supportive. His mom was I believe his mom was shocked the most. Like, she did not believe that I was really pregnant. I felt like she just thought it was like a joke, like we were playing a trick on her, we were playing a joke on her. But like once reality hit her, like, wow, she's really finna have a baby, I'm finna be a grandma. She was really happy too, and they were both really happy, really supportive. We had a good support system, which I'm very thankful for, because emotionally it's a lot being pregnant, and I'm just happy that we didn't have anyone around us that was really negative and just sent bad vibes and was just evil. Like, keep that. The next question is, did you already have the name Kalani picked out, or did you have to sit and think of a good name? No, we didn't have it picked out. We argued about names so much. We went back and forth with names so much. I had so many names. Like, of course, I feel like every girl has a certain, like, a list of names that she wants to name her child. Let me tell you now, girl, throw that list away. And every name that I had picked out, he was just like, no, no, no. And I was just like, what? And they were actually like really cute names, and I just felt so offended. So I think we just like sat down one night and we were just throwing names back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then her name just got brought up. I think he picked it, but he said Kaylani, and then I didn't want the name Kaylani because I felt like there's so many Kaylanis, or so. I really wanted her name to be really unique, really different, and it's not that much, just the spelling. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a cute name, but how about we spell it different? And I was like, Kaylani, and I was like, what about Kalani? And then he agreed, finally agreed to one name with me, and that's how her name got picked. I was like, I want to spell it how it's supposed to be pronounced. So Kuhlani, Kalani. If you had a baby boy, what would you name him? We actually do have a baby boy name picked out. We had it picked out because that was like, we came up with boy names before we came up with girl names, and he actually picked the boy name, and I am so in love with it. It does start with the K too, but just like her name, we're not going to reveal his name because we don't want anyone to steal it. So it starts with the K, it is picked out, and it is just I just love the name so much. Who was your most supportive family member, close friend, loved one during your pregnancy besides each other? You said besides each other, so I can't say each other, besides that, our whole family was very supportive. Like, I can't really pick out anyone specific besides him, so I had a lot of support. What was the most intense / crazy craving you had while pregnant? Surprisingly, I never had any crazy craving. I honestly feel like a lot of things that are said about pregnancies are a myth, because I feel like every pregnancy is different. Each person's pregnancy is different. Some people have cravings, some people have morning sickness, some people have this, that, and the third. And I didn't have any cravings at all. Like, don't get me wrong, it was things that I ate before pregnancy that, like, I had cravings, but there was none like crazy. Like, I would just say things that I ate before I was pregnant, I would fiend for it more while I was pregnant. But it was stuff that I already ate and stuff that I liked. Like, it was weird, like in the beginning of my pregnancy, like probably still during like my first or second trimester, I wanted guacamole, like chips and guacamole. Like, I wanted guacamole a lot. Like, every time we would go grocery shopping, I'd be like, I need some guacamole, I need some guacamole, I need some guacamole. I never ate guacamole like that, but when I was pregnant, I needed it. I loved mocha frappuccinos from McDonald's. I tried them from Starbucks. You know, I ventured off, you know, I tried them other places, but no, it needed to be the ones from McDonald's. I love mocha frappuccinos from McDonald's. I would get one, like, I literally would get one every single night almost, and I felt like he was just tired of me. He was tired of me and my McDonald's craving. So I love that from McDonald's, and an Oreo McFlurry with chocolate and caramel syrup both inside of like the McFlurry. And then I loved ices, but they had to be from A&PM. They couldn't be from any gas station. They had to be from A&PM. I would literally get like the large ass size, and I hated sharing with him. So mocha frappuccinos, ices, guacamole, and my everyday craving was, like I said in our Q&A, tacos. Like, I could literally eat tacos throughout my whole pregnancy. That's all I ate, really. It's all I wanted, it's all I needed, and I would be good. 4 supreme tacos with rice, hot, and mild sauce. Okay, on the day of your labor, was it natural birth or cesarean section? I think she meant to say C-section. A natural birth. Yeah, I had natural birth. I did get epidural, and which I feel like is another myth that goes around. Oh, it hurts, you know, it stings, and like, yeah, you have to be still. Like, that part about you do need to be still, or else you're just gonna fuck your whole life up, you know. Like, putting it in, I didn't feel it, and after, it was just heaven on earth. Like, literally heaven on earth. How many hours were you in labor? I was in labor for, I think I was in labor for 29 hours. I think, yeah. 29 long, tired hours. Do you miss being pregnant? Yes, I do. I mean, saying I miss being pregnant, well, that technically mean that I'm ready for another baby, because I'm not ready for another baby, but I do miss like the feeling of being pregnant. What did you love most about your pregnancy besides knowing that you're creating such a beautiful baby girl? Thank you for the compliment for her. At the beginning of my pregnancy, probably because I was a first time mom, I was so scared all the time. She moved like so softly, so lightly. She kicked so gently. Like, I really didn't feel it until like towards the end of my pregnancy. So I loved going to my doctor appointments and hearing her heartbeat, because it was just like a sense of like relief. I wanted so bad to like just go on Amazon. I looked on Amazon, I looked on OfferUp. I tried to look on all of these websites, and I wanted to order a fetal Doppler so bad. I loved hearing her heartbeat. I loved seeing her. I loved getting like the sonogram pictures taken of her, and I loved feeling her. I really loved everything about my pregnancy. I did. I just loved everything about my pregnancy. I loved being able to get what I want, girl. I loved being able to get what I want whenever I want it, whether it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, whatever time it was. If I wanted it, we was going on a late night trip to go get it, because I needed it. Everything. pregnancy I loved. For me to be a first-time mom, I feel like I had a really good pregnancy, and I got really lucky, which is why I said that I feel like every pregnancy is different and you can't really compare pregnancies because everybody has their own pregnancy. And even with your pregnancies, I feel like depending on how many kids that you had or whatever, each pregnancy is different. Like, how did you get to naming your baby? Like I said before, we were just going back and forth with names. We didn't have one specifically picked out for a girl. Finding her name was really harder for us. I even tried to change it last minute, but he just wasn't having it. And he was like, nope, not here for it, not having it. Nope, not today, goodbye. So that's her name. The last and final question is, do you have stretch marks on your stomach after giving birth? Tell me. I do. I'm so sad, I'm so hurt. I went throughout my whole pregnancy without having stretch marks up until my last 2 months, probably when I was 8 months. And because I carried really small. To me, I carried, he'll be here. Let me tell y'all something. You can buy all the oils, all the lotions, all the creams, everything that you want. If it's destined for you to get stretch marks while you're pregnant, you're gonna get them. I literally spent so much money on that. I still got them. Like, I stay oiled up. And let me tell you something. I know that if you're gonna get them, you're just gonna get them, because I actually carried small. Like, I carried small in my pregnancy up until I didn't start showing until I was like 7 months. The end of my 8th month, going into my 9th month, I just blew up like overnight. Like, my stomach, I just felt like my stomach just got so big, so heavy. And of course, because that's the end of the pregnancy. Now my stomach shrinking, I did get a few, but I know it's, you know, my after pregnancy stretch marks, because they're way lighter than the stretch marks that I got while I was pregnant. So if you see me in the swimsuit, honey, it's one piece is all summer forever. No, all summer 18. That's pretty much the end of this video. Stay tuned for our couples tag, which will be